The ruh of a dead person cannot come back here. No.
Okay, no problem. Let's fix this one first.
Unless it's baruzi. So that's the qualifier that has to be
No,
there.
no, but my brother, look.
Yeah.
Ruh is not buruzi. There's only one thing as ruh. Human
Right.
beings have how many ruh we have? One or
Oh
two?
yeah, absolutely one. Yeah.
So ruh is only asli, not buruzi, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So what comes on earth? The ruh comes on earth. Which one? Because there's only one ruh. And if you want to see, by the way, it's my responsibility to show you this exactly this earth part as well. Give me 1 second, inshallah. And we don't want
No
to
problem, brother.
proceed. Yeah, inshallah, we don't want to
And I'm
proceed.
actually enjoying this conversation. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And I also always enjoy whenever I interacted with you. Inshallah, I had a pleasure of talking to you.
Today we're talking by chance. I wasn't planning on joining.
That's good. That's good. So, हजार शशम का आखिरी कुछ हिस्सा बाकी रहेगा और बाकी सब गुजर चुकेगा. इस वक्त ईसा की रूह जमीन पर आएगी. When the last part, when just a bit of the last part of the 6th millennium will be left and rest has gone past, this is the time when the ruh of Isa will come on earth. Clear? And the reference is your famous same book, Tofa
Yeah.
Golariya, page
Yeah,
number
perfect.
284. Clear?
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I think
Okay.
when you're reading
So,
Tofa Gurviya, just as a note,
yeah.
The concept of burooz has to be, so in that section he's talking about cycles of humanity, and throughout the book the concept of burooz is heavily mentioned. So
I agree. Inshallah,
right?
if we, yeah, I agree. Just for the sake of the common people, we don't want to lose that in this discussion. So
Yeah. So my only point with that is that although you've quoted it properly, and I'm not questioning that you misquoted it, I
yeah,
think whenever it should be read assuming that that's already included in the subject matter.
no, I explained to you why.
Okay.
It is not that the ruh is buruzi, because we both agree there's no such thing as buruzi ruh. There's only one ruh. So I have given you this reference and the other one. Both of them in black and white are telling us that ruh of the person whose buruz is going to be, the ruh of that person comes on earth. Now, when this ruh resides in the body of that second person who's still alive, that second person is called the buruzi return of the first person. Ruh is real. Ruh is not buruzi. That second person is now called the buruzi return of that first person. Correct?
No, brother, I think you're misunderstanding it.
No problem. Tell me that which part we want to discuss.
Yeah. So it's not that the same person's ruh comes back. Okay.
So
Every individual has their own ruh.
No, we're not discussing that ruh. We are discussing because when this person has his own ruh, at that time he's not the buruz of anyone. Correct?
See, this is why the Shaki and the Sa'id is important.
By before that.
That's actually the whole philosophy behind it.
No,
I
this is not.
yeah.
Look, I have a lot of respect for you, Nasir bhai, but we have to go step by step.
Yeah, no problem.
One, we are both agreeing that every human being in Islamic understanding, we are a combination of body and soul, correct?
Correct.
I have my ruh, my soul, you have your ruh, your soul, and likewise is the case with everybody else. Once we have our own ruh, we are not buruz of anyone. Now we are discussing that when I, you, or anybody will become buruz of someone, what is the process that takes place, correct?
Correct. Now we're talking.
And in that process, step number 1 is that ruh has to come on earth. That's in black and white.
So you're saying I don't think that's what he's saying at all. I think
okay, then what is this?
उस वक्त ईसा की रूह ज़मीन पर आएगी. So like I said, this is all in Buruzi language. So Isa's ruh in
No, there's
Buruz.
no buruz yet. No, brother, look, that's the problem, Nasir bhai. That's the problem. There is no buruz yet. This ruh coming on earth, and the person who is going to become the buruz, he's not buruz yet. There's no buruz yet. When this ruh comes and resides in this living person, that's when this living person becomes the buruz of the dead person. Now, if you want to see this philosophy, there's absolutely nothing which I'm saying without proof. Mirza Sahib has used 4 terms for this one. This ruh, this soul which comes on earth, he said, hulul kar jati hai, dakhil ho jati hai, मुत्तहिद हो जाती है और सुकूनत इख्तियार करती है. These are all the terms of Mirza Sahib, that this ruh of the dead person which comes on earth, it get dissolved, hulul कर जाती है, हल हो जाती है. I'm not saying that I leave the word hulul as it is. He also used the term दाखिल हो जाती है, enters into this person. मुत्तहिद हो जाती है, gets united with this person. सुकूनत इख्तियार करती है, gets residence in that person. Now, when this thing takes place, that is when this process, this thing happen. This is the point. इस वजह से वो दूसरा शख्स गोया पहला शख्स हो जाता है. So when the ruh has descended and has taken residence in the second person who was still alive, that's when the second person has become the burooz of that person.
Yeah, so like I said, that sentence that you had, I believe that's not one complete sentence. You've taken different portions together, right?
Nope, no, sorry, which one?
That sentence that you had with the
Wait a
four.
second. Wait a second.
Right, yeah, that one. Down.
This one?
No, down.
This one?
No,
This one?
at the bottom of this page.
Okay, bottom of the page. Wait a
No,
second.
at the bottom of that same page.
Okay. You mean not sure which one you're referring to?
No, yeah, this one right
This
here.
one? This one? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is not
Okay.
one.
Wait. Just 1 second. I will show you these. One hulul कर जाती है, दाखिल हो जाती है, मुत्तहिद हो जाती है, सुकूनत. I will show all of these one by one. Okay.
I just wanted to confirm that that's not just one sentence in a book. It's from multiple places, right?
Basically, as you guys clearly see, I gave this as because this was my presentation. I
Okay.
gave this as that what is the whole process. So I first gave these 1 second. After giving all of these quotes, then I summarized the whole process. Okay.
I
And
understand.
in
No
my
problem.
summary,
I understand now. Yeah, no problem.
and by the way, something is very important. Okay.
Mhm.
I want before moving forward, I want to show you all of these terms first from the source. Okay. Now let's inshallah begin. So first one was hulul kar jati hai. Okay. So this is हकीकत ईसविया का इसमें हुलूल था, मुत्तहिद हो जाती है, हकीकत ईसविया इससे मुत्तहिद हो गई. लाइकवाइज जमीन पे अपने शबी जाना, टू आस्क फॉर अ रेप्लिका ऑन अर्थ, नॉट लाइकनेस, रेप्लिका. एंड लाइकवाइज व्हाट एल्स वाज देयर, हुलूल कर जाती है, मुत्तहिद हो जाती है, हाँ दाखिल हो जाती है. सॉरी, व्हाट एल्स वाज देयर, सो हुलूल, मुत्तहिद, सुकूनत और दाखिल. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. मैं वो शख्स हूं जिसकी रूह में बुरूज के तौर पे यसु मसीह की रूह सुकूनत रखती है. ओके, एंड नाउ दाखिल हो जाती है. दिस इज हियर. किसी पहले वली की रूह दोबारा बुरूजी तौर पे इसमें आई. Okay, इसमें आई, entering into someone. Okay, entering, रूह coming and entering into someone. And there are many other quotes, but I just wanted to make sure that the terms I have used I showed you. Now shall you continue?
Yeah, so I think in each of these instances, the term burooz or rohaniyat or rohani nuzul is always mentioned within the same few lines. And we can't separate those words from understanding the text. So, for example, that quote that you just showed,
Yeah.
if we go down to that, I think it was for halul, the example of halul that you gave.
Yeah, hulul, yes. Yeah, this is hulul, yes.
Was it this one or the next one?
This
Okay.
was hulul, yes.
Okay. There was. So each of these quotes, they're packed with information. So I see.
No, there's no, brother Nasir, sorry, I interrupted you. There's no such thing as packed with information. They are very clear what they are conveying as a message. And this was the reason, brother Nasir, this was the very reason I first took this quote. Because this quote is giving us a complete philosophy in one go. And rest of the quotes are just unpacking this one quote, because this is how the academic works. I took one quote of Mirza Ghulam Qadiani and then I went to his other writings to understand that quote. For example, this is not there's nothing unclear. किसी पहले वली की रूह दोबारा बुरूजी तौर पे उसमें आई. Then he gave the example as well. बायजीद बस्तामी की रूह बुरूजी तौर पे Abu al-Hasan Farkani में आई. Now the point which you had which you were confused about as well, which I clarified already, there's no such a thing as ruh being a buruz. Ruh is just one thing, ruh, because buruz and asl, as you have said as well, Raj'at asli and raj'at buruzi. So buruz and asal, they are the antonyms of each other, correct?
Yeah. So
Nasir bhai?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what I'm saying is, Nasir bhai, is that Ru is Ru. Ru is not buruzi. This Ru is coming on earth, residing in the body of another person, and that's why this other person is now called the buruzi return of the previous person. That's what's there.
Yeah, so it's all Baruzi. That's the main thing, right? It's not Asli. I think the way you're reading it is,
By
I'm
we
sorry.
dis- sorry, by we discussed already. There is no such a thing. There is no community which says that there is some Raj'at Asli, that very human beings come back. Why I'm saying this? Because the Hindus, they are obviously, allegedly, they believe this in Tanasu or reincarnation, or the souls taking continuously new bodies in cycles. Even they don't believe that that same person has come back. They also have same belief that ruh takes another body, correct?
So there, I've heard from some Islamic scholars that they believe that Isa alayhi salam will come back in a new body. So it's possible that that's what he's referring to as
So,
well.
but we have already taken that out of the picture. But when we both agreed that beliefs, because this is called in this writing, it is an agreed upon, accepted akida, and akida and belief is based. We both agreed on Qat'iyud Dalala ayat of the Quran. So, which ayah is that?
Okay, so I think now we're jumping back and forth. So let's, if you allow me to, um, at this point, we're talking about four different things now. So
If okay,
you tell
simply
me what you would like
I
me
will
to
be,
explain,
no,
and then
no,
just
no
give
worries,
me
no
time
worries.
to explain it. Yeah.
I will give you time to speak your heart. I will just say inshallah something in 30 seconds, then it will be your turn. You just explain for us. Basically, ruh, ruh of a dead person, ruh of a dead. This is emphasis on the dead. Dead in the sense that this person has left this dunya. Ruh of a dead person coming on earth, residing in the body of another person, and in doing so, this other person has become the buruzi return, or the buruzi manifestation of that dead person. So this is what Mirza Ghulam Qadiani has told us about the burooz. And because you missed that first part, I just want to show you in a very quick fashion. Fana fir Rasul is not burooz. Masil is not burooz. Siddiqiyat is not burooz. So be clear on this one. Fana fir Rasul is not burooz. Masil is not buruz, and Siddiqiyat is not buruz. What is then buruz? What we discussed now. Okay, Ru, if the Ru is not coming and not residing in that person, that will never ever be the buruz, no matter whatever else is done.